If you don't know how to use Twixtor or understand the very basics, then you should probably watch a tutorial. I've got a whole playlist full of them. And although it's not mandatory, I do suggest you learn how Smoothify works. I've got an overview on this extension. Both are linked in the description below. So with that being said, let's get started. This is probably attempt number 10 at doing this. I keep messing up for some reason, and I actually do have a whole tutorial already edited kind of, but it's not good. 13 minutes of me just waffling, so I want to retry, cut out the very basics and what doesn't work. So what I'm going to do first is obviously get rid of duplicate frames. There are many, so what I'm going to do is nest my clip. I've got Control N assigned to my hotkey, so I'm going to open it up and open up the sequence settings of that nested clip. Make sure it's 23.976. Depending on the pattern, so 1, 2, the frame moved 1, 2, 1, 2. You want to right click and head over to the speed/duration and times the speed by the pattern. So mine was moving every 2 frames. So what I would do is times 100 by 2, which is obviously 200. So if there was movement every 3 frames, you would put 300 instead. For me, it's 200. So I'm going to click OK. And now there is movement every single frame. If you want to, you can extend your main layer. You can see it's completely empty towards the end. So you can do that by just placing an adjustment layer next to it and extending it. Mine's only going to be about 20 frames long, so it's not really necessary. So I'm going to just cut it down to 20 frames. Then I'm going to add on Twixtor Pro. And what I'm going to be doing is using the frame number instead of the speed, because I've had issues with it. It doesn't really work that well. With frame number, you can be more precise. In my opinion, it's the better choice. So frame number, I'm going to keyframe it at the start, head to the last frame, and keep on increasing this until it goes black. So mine's around, I think, 21. Once you see a black frame, you're just going to go 1 frame back. So 20 is the last frame available. So what we're going to do is graph this. Usually you would open it up and mess with the built-in graph, which is horrible, as you know. So we're going to use Smoothify instead. Graph number 1, fast, which looks like this. And also here's a tip. If you hold Control on your keyboard, you can lock these handles to... That was my phone that just went off. As I was saying, if you hold Control, you can lock these handles to each of these points. So if I hold Control whilst dragging this, I can be more precise with my graphing, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to push this one down and pull this one forward like that. So what you want to do is move your playhead between the 2 keyframes. Apparently it has to be like right between them. I don't really get that because it works anyway for me. But yeah, just follow the rules, I guess, and press play or go. So let's take a look. Perfect, looks really good. So that's the first graph. Now let's flip it so it's going to speed up. To get rid of these keyframes, just press the bin icon, and what I'm going to do is reverse this. So I'm going to push this handle here and then grab this one and press play. So this is the result for the second graph. Don't forget, you can save your graphs as presets. Just click on the add icon and give it a name. So I could put speeds up, something like that. And finally, I'm going to show you one more graph. So this one's going to speed up. So that's how it's going to begin. It's going to slow down around the middle and then speed up again when it reaches the end. So you want to make a graph that looks like this. So I'm going to drag that there, drag this one down. I don't know if this is going to work. I did actually try this already, and there was this really awkward pause here. So I hope that doesn't happen again. Let's play and see how it looks. Maybe it'll look good this time. I don't know. We'll see. Looks pretty good. And there's actually one more graph I want to show you. It should be built in already. You can see it's the first one here. I think this one starts off slow, speeds up, and then slows down again. So I'm going to get rid of these keyframes first and apply this graph. In fact, I'm just going to make my own changes to it. Something like this instead. And press play. Here's an example of what you can do by mass applying this graph onto multiple effects. It really is a time saver. Thank you to my members as always for your monthly support. And thank you for watching to the very end. I'll see you next time. Peace.